One of my favourites. I always say I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles, and growing up they didn't, mean a lot to me. But then I remember all the songs I like, and it's a lot. So I think I am a fan of the Beatles. But you know what I mean. They're a bit before my time on that for that age to kick in when you want to identify, with the band and music. But yeah, I get it. I sort of get why they're arguably the most successful band in the world. I think it's innovation, a lot of it as well. They sort of started a lot of stuff. Stereo, 4 track, 8 track, just the technology side of it. Anyway, what do I know? I've said I'm not a fan. I am though. I've changed my mind. How are you doing? Raining. Horrible. I mean, it's nearly dark now here. I think that light's too bright because, but I had to balance it. What do you think? Is this the first question? Is that light too bright? I'm already squinting because I've had a bath with the bubbles, my eyes stinging. I look even sort of redder and shinier and hotter than usual. Is it too bright? I think it is. I'm going to turn it down one. There you go. I've made a decision. What about that? I've turned it down a little bit. Is that better? Perfect light. Okay. Good. Well, a lot of England's gone into lockdown, tier 3, as we're calling it, where they can't go to bars and everything. I think we're in tier 2 in London, 1 or 2. That's about the same. I think we're in 2, which means you can't mix with other households. The warm-up gig's in jeopardy, which is next Tuesday, but I think it'll be alright because it's socially distanced, and it wouldn't be okay in tier 3. So, and then I feel sorry for the people in tier 3 who are thinking, oh, he's doing a gig. We'd like to see a gig. Maybe I'll tape the audio for people in Manchester and is it some of Yorkshire? Is Liverpool in tier 3? I'm not sure. Where are you listening from? Watching from? Right? I like to know. Dublin. A lot of North Americans. Hawaii. Wow. It's early there, isn't it? Liverpool. Hi. Cardiff. Texas. Nottingham. Canada. New England. Wow. Wolverhampton. Leeds. Hampstead. That's just down the road. Essex. Manchester, Texas. But just a man on the internet shouting Black's names again. Right, this is what the questions are for. Ollie comic strip. For once you have not been abducted by face-swapping aliens. So here's a serious question for you. Having excelled in the world of cringe comedy, I think I invented that. I didn't, but what do you think makes embarrassment such a potent tool for humour? And why do some not get it? I think some get it, they just don't like it. They feel uncomfortable, they can't watch it. Some people they can't be embarrassed. It's too much for them. It's just too uncomfortable. I get that in like real things, like if it's like a reality show, like Big Brother or Celebrity Big Brother or something, and someone's singing seriously to someone or flirting. I try and leave the room, and Jane holds me back If someone sings a song, if someone says something like, some reality star goes, yeah, I've written this song, right? And you want to hear it, and they sing it, I'm trying to get out of the room. So, real stuff like that, but not in comedy. Why do people? Why is it so potent? Because people feel it. I think it's. I think it's visceral. It's not just a joke. It's not just a play on words. It's not just an intellectual sort of pursuit. It's, oh my god, you feel it. So I think that's why it's more potent. It resonates. You remember it because you remember feelings more than puns, or more than wordplay or formulae, or you remember a feeling. You feel it again. So I think it's that. I think it's because it gives you a feeling, not just a, as I say, an intellectual pursuit, like a puzzle solving. It actually, it hurts. Mark Zoom says, you saw a magic lantern on the ground. You wiped it, and the genie appeared, Natch, and said to you, I can make you speak a certain language that you choose forever. What do you choose? Now hold on. Do you mean I can only speak one language? Do you mean an extra language to English? Because if it's one language, I'll choose English again. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's another language. Also, I said, at first I'd go, sorry, am I the genie, right? I go, whoa. I go, one wish. So what happened to three? And he'd go something like, oh, it's like cutbacks. I don't know. He'd say, oh, it's the government. And I go, just give me three. He'd go, you can't have three. So I go, right, okay. So my one wish. So also my one wish. You decided what my one wish is as well. A language. It might not be that. It might be something else. Oh, I don't know. One language. What would it be? Well, I suppose that I'd choose the. I suppose English at the moment is probably the most universal, useful language in the world. What's the second? To be Spanish? Well, I suppose Chinese is a big one, isn't it? A lot of people speak Chinese. I think I'd go with Spanish. Annabelle, but I would sulk when I go. Okay, so I go. You sure you haven't got two other wishes for me? You fat bastard! Get back in the lamp, twat. He can't take back wishes, can he? I could get the wish and then call him a fat twat. Good night. Get him back in the fucking lamp, you stingy knobhead. And you go, well, I go, fuck off. You've done the wish. And I'd tell him to fuck off in Spanish as well, just because I could. Oh dear. Annabelle, does it seem surreal that you're idolised like you idolised Bowie, or has that reality sunk in over time? Well, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. On a much smaller scale, maybe. Also, I don't think as a comedian you can have that sort of level that a musician has, because I think there's something magical about someone who can write amazing songs, and Bowie was amazing even within that framework. even doing the greatest art form, he was amazing even within that. But uh, is it surreal? Yeah, it's surreal that it's just surreal that I'm even a success. I haven't got over that. Don't think I take that for granted. uh, it's funny. It's funny to me, and almost become part of my shtick. Like when I go out and I play a stadium around the world, and I know people have paid 500 quid and they're cheering, I have to play that down. I have to let them know that I know it's ridiculous that I'm the bloke they've come to see, and I play on it because I think you've got to keep. I think you've got to keep your low status. I think, particularly in comedy, if I go out there and I really act like I think I'm a rock star and I'm better than them, that wouldn't go well. They'd soon go, well, fuck you. So I think I've got to let them know that I think I'm an idiot still, and I'm, lucky or whatever. Um, and that's why I do talk about. I mean, I confront it. I make jokes about being sort of rich and famous, but then I, uh, I pull the rug from under myself. Tell them that I've had a bad day as well. How I fucked up. Because if I just went there and just everything was great, that's boring. Um, and the other way I do it is to keep my low status is talk about things where the audience are better off than me. I talk about being fat and old and my eyes stinging and my back aches and my balls are saggy, and they get it. They go, yeah, fuck that. I'm glad I'm not him. By the end of the gig, they go, fuck me. I'm glad I'm not that poor fat fucking saggy bald twat. So yeah, I think that answers your question. Tea kettle. Do you dress up for Halloween? Do I fuck? In non-pandemic years, do you give out candy? No, fuck that. We're either away or pretend we're away. Lights off, fuck off. If you dress up, what are some of the best costumes you've worn? Never have. Never have. I mean, we didn't used to celebrate it until 10 years ago, and I think it's not the same as it in America. In America, they really go for it. When I'm in New York on Halloween, everyone's going for it. It's amazing. But here, it's still a bit half-assed. So I don't dress up. What makes me laugh about Halloween, right? People dress their kids up as ghosts and zombies, right? And they're meant to be monsters. They're meant to be the scariest they can be. But if you dress your kid up as like a Nazi, people get annoyed. I go, that's a frightening, horrible thing to be. They go, no, you can't. Or dress them up as a paedophile. Dress your kid up as like Jimmy Savile. People get offended. Why? Zombies are horrible. Zombies eat your face. That's horrible, right? So if we're doing fucking ghosts and zombies, why can't we? Why can't I dress my child up as Hitler? Like the 7-year-old is Hitler, 6-year-old is Jimmy Savile. Off you go. Oh, oh God! Please, someone do that this year. See what happens. Mark, if you could come back as a ghost, it's on a Halloween tip here, isn't it? If you could come back as a ghost, not yet, obviously, chicks. Who or where would you most likely like to haunt, and why? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't believe in ghosts. But if I found out I am a ghost, there'd probably be some sort of attachment, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I want to hang around people I knew? Wouldn't I? Or would that too? Does the people in charge of ghosts go, don't go moping around the wife? It'll make you feel bad, and it'll make her feel bad. Just Leave it. Maybe there's rules. Maybe there's rules in in the afterlife. You're not allowed to. You can only haunt. You can only see your family like once a year or something. But then you've got to choose someone else random. Who would I choose? Just to haunt. Someone who annoyed me, I suppose. But then who would annoy me? No one annoys me. What were the bit of people that ever annoyed me? Like you remember, like one bloke once at a bus stop when I was 38. Go back and haunt him. Fucking hell, why then? Remember that time? Remember that fucking time? 1998 it was, a bus stop. You fucking twat. I don't remember, no. Well, fucking think on. Who do you want? I don't know. Can I do anything? Can I do anything about it? If I'm haunting people and someone's going, oh, I'm gonna steal this nuclear weapon, I just go, fuck, he's gonna steal a nuclear weapon. Can I do anything? Can I blow on it or stuff? Like in Ghost? We can't establish the rules. I was there, fucking watching shit, getting annoyed. Oh, I couldn't stand to be annoyed forever. What if I'm easily annoyed as a ghost as well? For fuck's sake. I come down to haunt people, I'm watching someone and they're chamming. I'm going, fucking hell. I'll go back to wherever. Where do ghosts live? Where do they live? Because they don't live in heaven and hell, do they? Heaven is, I don't know who that is. They don't, do they visit? What a load of bollocks it all is. When you really sit down and think about it. It's just fucking bollocks, isn't it? When you're dead, you're dead. You go in the fucking earth. Oh. Anyway. Joey's a cat, obviously. This looks like another Halloween themed. Have you ever played Duck Apple? And how did you spend Halloween as a kid? Well, as I say, as a kid, nothing happened. I think we might have looked at a pumpkin at school. It was a pumpkin. Blue Peter probably fucking hollowed one out and put a candle in it. But we didn't do much. Bonfire night was big. Oh, I remember that was big as I was a kid. Organised ones when you'd go. I still don't think I was that excited. I was just excited to be out doing something. I don't think you could do that. You go, cool. Anyway, you know what I mean. Once you've seen one, unless they blew shit up, like one landed on a fucking barn or something. Oh dear, petrol station. Now we're fucking talking. But no, I didn't do much, and no, I don't think I ever did. We called it apple bobbing. Again, it's something you see on fucking telly. No one does that. No working class family gets a big bowl out and puts apples in it and goes, let's do apple bobbing. I can't imagine anything work. We go, fuck off. We think, if my mum or dad, we thought, are you fucking mental? What are you doing that for? Watch the telly like every other night. No, we didn't say that. Is that another question from Joey? Have you ever sucked helium out of a balloon to make your voice squeaky? Yeah. Oh God, I do that all day. If it wasn't bad for you, which I'm sure it is, I'm sure if you did too many, you probably. But yeah, I used to fucking love that, a helium balloon. It's just great. I think we talked about it in school actually the first time, talking about obviously sound waves go faster through different mediums, so that's what gives it the pitch. But yeah, I do that. I wish everyone spoke like that. That would be a much better world, wouldn't it? Although then, if someone did speak like that and they weren't on helium, it would annoy me. I'd go, who's that twat with a squeaky voice? Is he on helium? No, that's how he talks. Fucking hell. So I don't know what to think. Gunner, here he is. If a dog looked at you and said, "I am God," would you think they were dyslexic or the next Messiah? I'd never think dyslexic. I'd never think. I mean, it's a talking dog, so I mean, yeah. I mean, I might as well believe he's telling the truth. If a dog can talk and say I'm God, it would probably make me think twice. Go fuck me, he's on to something because he's fucking talking. To be fair, but I don't think a dog would be that arrogant. So I assume he was a dyslexic dog. No dog would say I'm. Cats would. Cats would go I'm God. Little arrogant bastards. Kermit. Kermit's a cat. I knock on your door. It's not very loud because my knuckles are covered with thick fur. I tell you I have a giraffe. I need you to hide for me. Realizing my limitations. You agree to help. Where do you hide it? Where do you hide a giraffe? Well, somewhere with high ceilings, obviously. Unless it can crouch. Where would I hide a giraffe? Why am I hiding a giraffe? Why am I hiding it? What's it done? Is it on the run or is this it escaped from the zoo? We're about 16 feet. You're an idiot, Kermit. I can't hide the giraffe. I go, no, I'm not hiding the giraffe. No. I could probably get into trouble, couldn't I? I wouldn't have been good. I wouldn't have been good in the war. Could you hide? No. You're on your own, Kermit. I don't know what you're doing with a giraffe. I don't know why it needs the help of a cat. You know, I don't know. I think it's asking for trouble. I think asking a cat for help is going the wrong way about it. Ask a dog for help. Fucking hell, these questions. They've got worse, haven't they? Oh, it's Bella. It's Bella the Whippet. Don't let me down, Bella. Don't let me down. If I come to you in the park wagging my tail and I pretend I need to tell you a secret, so you lean in close, but then I lick your ear instead, would you find it funny or unpleasant? I'd find it funny, Bella. I feel bad now that I didn't help Kermit hide his giraffe. But that's a big ask, mate. Bella's just asking to lick my ear. Not a problem. Bella can lick my ear, yeah. It's like, you know, in The Godfather, when it starts, on the day of his daughter's wedding, he can't refuse people asking him stuff. Like, oh, can you sort out my so-and-so coming over from, yeah, not a problem. Oh, can you teach this person a lesson for, yeah, not a problem. Right? And I'd be like, all the pets, right? Anyone need anything? Yeah, can you get me a stick? Not a problem. Can I lick your ear? Yeah, go on. Can you hide my giraffe? For fuck's sake. No. I can't. I can't hide your fucking giraffe. It's unreasonable. It's an unreasonable request. Here he is. Last but not least, it's Rupert. Rupert, the fat little Jack Russell. Uncle, we are all just made of atoms. Technically, we are just an empty space. It's true. Everything is mostly nothing. To get people to understand atomic level sort of physics is that an atom is basically something that's the size of the Albert Hall, and it's got the little nucleus, right, like that, like a golf ball, with a fly going around the outside, and the rest, that's what is nothing. So yeah, that's true. That's why at the beginning of the universe, everything that exists was crunched into nearly nothing. Um, me and a dog explaining quantum physics. What a load of bollocks. That's why this is called Talking Bollocks, isn't it? I mean, anyone can learn anything from this, or go, oh, it was then. um, Technically, we're all just an empty space. So when we die, those atoms will disassemble and cling to something else, yeah? So really, we're not dead. Well, we as what exists. We are just now something else. Well, yeah, but that is us, isn't it? Like a leaf, yeah? Or in your case, when you die, probably a ball of sticky fur under the sofa. So do you believe in life after death on some level? Wow. You're right though, we are atoms, and so yeah, we were something else, weren't we? We were, it's all shared. And we won't go back to one thing either, will we? Really dispersed randomly and equally throughout the universe. You're right. There's a finite amount of elements, and everything is made from those. And our consciousness, our feeling of us, of we-ness, of I, is just an upshot of this incredible brain that we've got. So we won't exist, but the things that made us will. Yeah. There's a fascinating thing. I think Lawrence Krauss did a lecture where he talks about there are some elements that didn't exist at the beginning of time. They didn't exist until the first stars started to collapse because the heat and energy and certain elements became about and that were needed to make us. And so he concludes that you know we're made of star stuff. And that's true, and that's where we return. You know, we're just it's just building blocks. It's energy, really. It's not even the matter, is it? It's the energy. Because anyway, I don't believe in life after death for us, but the bits that we're made of, yeah, they're carry on. Talking to a fucking dog. Fucking quantum physics and life. But don't let it depress you. We lived once. That's amazing, isn't it? That's amazing. I talk about this in my Supernature, that it's amazing that we're here at all. And I think it's arrogant to think that we deserve a second life. Just think of all the people that don't exist. It's infinite, isn't it? 300,000, was it 300? 300 million sperms. And one of them gets to the egg. Think of that. So it's amazing that we're here, that we ever existed. So yeah, and I haven't got long. It always ends with me fucking dying, doesn't it? And now my life is spent pondering, coming back as a fucking ghost, being abducted by aliens, having fucking space slugs put their fucking fingers up my arse. And, you know. So what actually happened is a lot better than that, isn't it? I'll have a nice life and then I'll die. And that's better than some of the shit that could happen in these questions. Well, that was another complete fucking waste of time. That light's too bright. I'm squinting. The bubble bath's stinging. World's in lockdown. Election soon, isn't it? Interesting. Fascinating, actually. Have a nice week. Let's do this Sunday. Then I started work on the bits for the warm-up show, which is next Tuesday at the Forum. First gig for 9 months. I hope it's not shit. I think it'll be alright because it'll be warm up and I'm trying out new stuff again. So I think it'd be exciting for me. I hope the crowd like it and it happens. We don't get locked down. Be a nice little ray of sunshine for me. A bit of work. You appreciate it more, don't you? Like you're on tour and think, oh, I've got a gig tonight to 10,000 people. And now I'm looking forward to a few hundred. Good. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for following. Retweet this bollocks. I haven't forgotten about doing these live. If the warm up gig for Supernature next Tuesday goes well, I'll straight away book in some of these sessions with like me and chums chatting in the same venue, and I won't sell them out too far in advance in case things happen. So I might sell them out like in a week or two to go, so we can sort of guess better what's happening with the world of lockdown. Thank you, everyone. See you Sunday. Laters. Love you, Ricky. Snub nose. Good. Have a good week. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone.